Okay, so when you get a question like number 7, it's got these brackets right here, and it's asking us what is the value of x that if we put it into that equation would give us a value of 5. Before I get into working it out, I just want to do a quick review of what absolute value equations, how they work. Okay, so again, on a number line, absolute value is how far numbers are away from 0. So 6 is 6 away from 0, just like -6 if you were going to say the distance here. Even though that's -6, it's still 6 away from 0, same as that. So basically, it's just saying that if a number starts off by being negative, the absolute value of it is 9. If it's positive, it just stays positive 9. Okay. Now, when you see it with the brackets like this, -5, if there's a negative number inside the parentheses, when you take it out, it's equal to that same number without the negative. Again, if it's positive, it just stays positive. Okay. So if you have some stuff in between, like there's 8 minus 3, what you would do is you would do the math first, and you would get 5. 8 minus 3 is 5, and it'd be equal to 5. Here, if you did the math on this one, inside it would be -5. But again, the value after you take it out of those brackets is going to be +5. Now we're going to see if we can find an algebra one. Okay, now when you get one like this, where there's an actual a variable in there, and what you have to do is you have to pull it out so it becomes 2x minus 3 equals 5. And I'll write it over here, 2x minus 3 equals -5. So you have to basically set what's inside the parentheses and make it equal to the positive of this one and the negative. If this would have started off being negative, then I would have had one that was negative, just the way it is there, and then I would have made this one positive. So here, this is about, if we're going to solve for x, we would do the math, right? You would add 3 to both sides on this one. 2x equals 8, divide by 2, and you would get x equals 4. So process of elimination means that it can't be D, but it might be, and it's positive 4, so it's got to have a positive 4 as the answer, so it can't be B. So it's either going to be A or C. Now, that's when we have to solve the other one. So plus 3, but here, -5 plus 3 is -2. 2x divided by 2, x equals -1. So the answer choice has to be one that has -1 and 4. So that's going to be choice C. Another thing you could do is you could take these numbers here. You could take 4, for example. If you thought this choice had 4, you could put 4 in the place of x, and you would have 2 times 4 minus 3. And then that would be 8 minus 3, which is 5. And since it's positive, it just stays 5. So you could test some of the answer choices. And then if you have negative, what was the other one? -1. You could put a -1 there. That would be -2 minus 3 in parentheses. That would be -5 in parentheses. But again, when you take it outside of the parentheses, after it gets rid of the negative.